All right.
Hello, everybody. Today you can call me 0100010010011.
Now, what is that?
That
You want to
is
show them? Take it off your neck. Show them. What kind of code is that? What's it called?
it's coding
Bi
by
binary coding.
binary coding. I
Right?
need to fix
I
it.
guess.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
binary coding. The only really numbers computers know are one and zero.
Yep. Zeros, ones. Yep.
Zeros and ones, yeah. So that's how you spell. So my initials are DS, and this right here is all DS. I mean D, and then this is S. It's pretty cool.
So, in our series, Gods and Heroes, we're reading Apollo. This is nighttime reading. Subscribe, hit that like button, comment, support us in any way, share, whatever. We're just here to put out the word. We talk about stuff at night before we go to bed. What else is there, Dante? Do we have anything else going on?
I don't.
No? Anything else to mention? Okay.
And have a great time.
Yeah.
Yeah. Great night, I guess. I don't know. What?
Apollo.
Oh yeah.
Tradition.
Maybe no one. Cause
Greek. Yeah. It's all right, dude. We're not doing it for anybody. We're doing it for ourselves, right? For ourselves, and then because this is going to go out to the nethers, to the nether regions, to the
Nether is
nethers,
in the Minecraft.
to the ether regions, way out, right? And the aliens are going to pick it up, and they're going to know that there's, dads and sons that read at night, right? Yeah. So tradition, Apollo. Greek and Roman, the home is Mount Olympus, also known as Apollon, Phoebus Apollo, Helios, a sun god with whom Apollo sort of merged. So he's the bright one, is Apollo. So if knowledge is power, you would be hard pressed to find a god more powerful than Apollo. Even Athena, the cleverest goddess, can only make educated guesses at the future. Apollo simply knows it. He is the god of prophecy and hidden things, all seeing, all knowing, and always ready to shine his light into the darkness. If you are virtuous, Apollo is a good friend to have. He can heal your illnesses and protect you from dangers you never saw coming. He might even grant you the power of prophecy. But if your prophecy to, I guess it's to guess the future, to prophesize, to the future, what's going to happen, prophetic, a prophet to prophesize, right? I guess it's a good question. Thanks for asking. Actually, anytime you come across a word or something that you don't understand that I'm saying, ask, dude. I probably don't know the answer, but we can both look for it. We can look it up and figure
Probably
it
don't know the answer even when I'm 53.
out. Right? Hey, believe me, the older I get, the more I feel like I have to learn more and more. It's you just
Like when you're 53, you're like a preschooler.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's so much to learn. It's amazing how big, it's just amazing. So it's nice to be this age, and and realize that you have so much more to learn. I do have a little bit of wisdom because I've grown up and I
What do
made
you
it.
mean wisdom?
Well, just the idea of being wisdom, knowing, knowledge, like the idea of I don't know what the balance of wisdom. Didn't we look that up the other day? Wisdom,
Yeah.
again, yeah. So it's just knowing right from wrong, or knowing that some things, even though it sound good on paper, they're usually not that good to do. Or, theoretically speaking, like say, oh, that should work like that, but knowing the idea of knowing that it doesn't work in real life, you
Yeah.
know. Or,
Like I see that in movies, like some movies at the very start, like some things have like cool stuff or all this ball and it like goes through all this cool stuff and everything happens.
yeah.
You know those type of movies, like right in the beginning of the movie, someone might be sleeping and like a bunch of things just like start moving and then makes a alarm clock like set off.
So you think that's silly, or what? What do you recognize about that? What is it?
It's fake.
Oh, it's pretend. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
like it's like yeah, it like just that can't happen.
Right. That would be pretend.
Like
It's
that
like a
movie on
pretend
Pee Wee
world.
Herman where his bed flips over and he lands in the chair.
That's awesome.
Yeah, that cannot happen, which is pretty cool. And the old granny
Well-
riding the skateboard
And it's,
and then does a backflip off of it.
right. We know that was a stunt person.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And
And-
it was probably
and
someone
it
dressed up as
happened.
an old granny.
That's right. More. Yeah.
Yeah,
That's
dressed up as an old
definitely-
granny. With like a purple vest.
Because I
and
can't even
red-
ride a skateboard and do that kind of thing.
The backflip when you're an
Right.
old granny.
Right, yeah. And I'm not an old granny or an old grampy.
Grampy?
Yeah. All right, so he might even grant you the power of prophecy. But if you're evil, watch your back. No one can hide from the God of light, and his death-bringing arrows rarely
Oh,
miss.
where's the arrows? I haven't seen
He's got a harp right there.
no arrows. Probably
No
arrows on his
arrows.
back.
Yeah, yeah.
You know how people put their.
Might- All
I've
right.
always had that bump there. That bump, an itchy bump.
Yeah.
Are we in?
I don't know.
Well,
I'm gonna start videotaping this and just downloading it afterwards instead of streaming. This is irritating because it's
Hello.
never correct. Jax, come on over here. So
hello everybody again. That was just a little bit.
let's talk about Apollo's birth now. Both Apollo and his twin sister Artemis were products of one of Zeus's many love affairs. As usual, Zeus's wife Hera found out, and she took out her jealous rage on the other woman, a goddess named Leto. She sent a huge snake named Python to torture Leto to death. With Zeus's help, Leto transformed into a bird and escaped. But Leto's troubles weren't over. Bird or not, she was pregnant. Leto flew all across Greece, searching for somewhere to land and give birth. But wherever she went, Hera got there first. Eventually, Leto found the tiny, harsh island of Delos. The residents of Delos were reluctant to accept her. They didn't want to attract Hera's rage. But when they realized how much wealth and prestige their island would get as the birthplace of a god, they allowed her to land. Leto, now human again, went into labor for 9 days. First, she gave birth to the goddess of the hunt, Artemis. And then, with Artemis's help, to Apollo. So Apollo's year abroad. Apollo's first act as a god was to track down Python and kill it. But Python was a child of the earth goddess Gaia, and you can't kill a goddess's kid without punishment. So Apollo was sentenced to spend a year as a shepherd for King Admetus of Pherae in Thessaly. King Admetus was a good man, and by the end of his service, Apollo was so impressed by the king's generosity that he offered him any gift he wanted. When Admetus said he didn't need any payment, Apollo promised instead to help him in the future, then vanished. Sometime later, Admetus fell in love with Alcestis, a princess from a neighboring kingdom. But Alcestis' father said he would only allow their marriage if Admetus rode a chariot pulled by a lion and a boar. So Admetus called in his favor, and Apollo showed up to wrestle the beasts into a chariot and help Admetus drive it. Alcestis, father, I know I'm screwing these names up.
Yeah.
Right? Wasn't happy, but a deal was a deal, and the two were married. As a wedding present, Apollo gave Admetus another fine gift: immortality. Sort of. When it came time for Admetus to die, he could postpone his death if someone else agreed to die in his place. That would be pretty hard. After many happy years of marriage, Admetus fell ill, and no one, not even his elderly parents, would agree to die in his place. As he approached the end, Admetus lost consciousness, and then woke up, totally cured. He ran to his palace to tell his beloved Alcestis, only to find that it was she who had died so he could live. That's something, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. Admetus stayed by Alcestis' body for days, heartbroken and refusing to sleep or eat. Alcestis' spirit, meanwhile, caught the notice of Queen Persephone of the underworld. After all, it's not every day that a soul dies willingly for another. When she learned of the sacrifice Alcestis had made, Persephone was so moved that she sent Alcestis back. Color returned to her previously dead body, and she opened her eyes in the world of the living. Alcestis and Admetus lived happily ever after. The Battle of the Bards.
What are bards?
Artists, musicians, I guess. People who speak in front of audiences, I guess. So the Battle of the Bards. As a god of music, Apollo is the best lute player this side of Mount Olympus. It's a lute. It's not a harp. It's a lute.
What is a lute?
That thing that he had in his hand.
Hmm?
That thing that he had in his hand.
Oh, Apollo?
Yeah.
That's a lute?
I guess. Yeah. I mean, he's always carrying the thing around.
Crazy.
Like I told you, I'm not going to know. We can look it up together. I'm not going to know the answers. All the
Crazy.
answers, right? So Apollo's the best lute player this side of Mount Olympus. Once a satyr.
Satyr?
Yeah, I think it's like half person, half man.
Ooh. Wait, person?
Or it's like got,
Person.
it's like got goat feet or something, like
Oh.
goat legs. It's really
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah,
Right?
I've seen that.
and I don't
It's
know.
Narnia.
Huh? Yeah, I'm not sure. So it's Satyr, and they're silly and they're sneaky and everything. So a satyr named Marsyas challenged him to a music contest. A satyr is a creature, here it goes, in Greek and Roman mythology that's half goat, half man, and as playful as he is violent. So they're kind of a neat character. Apollo accepted, and the Muses, goddesses of the arts, agreed to judge. Marsyas went first, and his flute was sweet and pure. Then Apollo came out with his lute and blew everyone away with his divine music. The Muses declared Apollo the winner, and Apollo tore his opponent, Marsyas, to pieces.
What does it mean by that?
I think
Literally.
physically tore his opponent, Marcius, to pieces. Like, I mean, you could think of it like that. I mean, there was, you know, gods are pretty violent in their ways. Let's see. Oh, that's saved for Miss Kari.
Cersei.
Yeah, we have Norse god of fire. So we have Artemis now. He's Greek Roman, or she. And home is deep in the wilderness.
What is weapon? Oh, bow and arrow looks like it.
Yeah. Alright, so we'll save this now. This is for tomorrow night.
Oh, this is it?
Yeah, we'll look that up online, because I don't think it's in here. I would do it if it was in here. We've already done one story. We try to only do one story a night, right? And even nobody would ever listen.
You mean not everybody?
Well, yeah. No.
Everyone.
Sun.
Not everyone, no one.
Fire god, god of fire.
God of fire.
No, I don't know what it is. I can't see the name.
I can. But you mean you can't read it?
I don't see the name anywhere.
Oh, you don't see.
Yeah. Vishnu, Zeus, Yin, Thor, Ra. There's a lot of gods around here. Odin. Right?
Yeah.
Gaia.
Cersei.
Yeah, there's no gods in here from the Bible or the Old Testament or the New Testament.
Oh, is that old? Oh.
No.
Cersei.
All right. All right, everybody. Thank you for listening.
Yeah, bye. See you later.
Check us out later, man.
Dante and Daddy.
Peace.
Peace. What?
Press it again. Yeah. I think one time would be good, dude. Try it.